Hey, welcome to Lynette's Pampered Kitchen. You know, one of my favorite seasoning mixes that we have is the guacamole. First time I made this, my son was living here and he said it tasted just like Chipotle guacamole. That's a high compliment. So I have a couple of avocados here. I did cut the one already because I wanted to be sure that it was okay. This is our avocado tool, cute little face on there. This gets a pit out, this slices the skin, and this cuts the meat out of it. So we're gonna get that pit out of there and just pop that, see that? Just pop that over here. And there's a little bit here that's a tad bit dark. So I'm just gonna take that out, no worries. And then I'm going to get the rest of the meat out of here and put it in a bowl so I can make the guacamole. All right. I try to get good avocados at the store. And you know, it's kind of a guessing game, but when they're darker skinned and they're just a tad bit soft to the touch, like this, then you know that they're going to be ready in a day or two. If they're really hard and they're green, you can bring them home, but you may have to wait a while. So I put them out on my counter. Look at that. And let them soften a little bit. When they start to soften, and I'm not ready to use them right away, like that day, I will then put them in a bowl of water in my fridge, and I can set them in that bowl for like 3 weeks sometimes and get them out and they're ready to go. Okay, so here's the avocados. I used 2. I don't know, feeling like I want some guacamole. So then I'm going to take this mix and I'm going to put, this is a half a tablespoon, and it says 1 tablespoon per avocado. You can do more or less, whatever your preference is. Sometimes I use the mix and mash. Sometimes I use our mix and chop. Just depends what's available at the moment and what I'm feeling. Now, you can add, sometimes I'll add some chunky salsa to it because I like mine a little chunky and it just adds a different texture. But you don't have to add anything. You don't have to add lime. You don't have to add anything to this because the ingredients in here are, there's salt, there's onion powder, there's spices, there's garlic powder, there's a little bit of oil, there's lime juice, there's jalapeno, citric acid, you know. But you don't have to add any of those extras because it's all in the seasoning mix, all right? And just so you know, almost all, if not all of our seasoning mixes are gluten-free. So no reason to worry about that. All right, so here is the guacamole. Now we have a new product called the Serve and Save, and I don't want this to get brown. I might not eat it right away. When I thought about making it, I was like, oh yeah. And now I'm kind of like, okay. I'm not sure I'm hungry for it. Had a full day, had a nice lunch. So I'm gonna put it in the Serve and Save. I'm gonna pop the lid on, okay, and snap that on there. And then I'm gonna put this underneath it and I'm gonna push up and get all that air out of there. You see that? I'm getting all that air out of there, and you're going to see a little bit come up the top. And then I'm going to snap it closed. And it's ready to go in the fridge. I can have it whenever I want. I just pop this lid off. I can have it then. And it will stay fresh for days and days. I think one time it went 6 days or 7 days. But, you know, by that point I had eaten it all. Didn't matter. So that is all about guacamole and avocados from the Pampered Chef. Thanks for joining me.